Welcome to another edition of Eye on the Issues. We're talking to Matt Teterud. He is founder of the Wyoming Classical Academy, which is a charter school that's going to be opening, Matt, this August, I gather. Talk to us about how exciting this is for you.
Oh, it's very exciting, Mike. I appreciate you having me on the show. So we're excited to open August 28th. And we offer an American classical education that we think students from Wyoming could really benefit from.
And where are you located, and what kind of area are you catering to?
Yeah, so we're at 420 2nd Street in Mills. We're actually renovated the old Mills Elementary building for the first year. And so we'll be opening K-6 in that building right across from Casper, Wyoming. And then in the meantime, we're planning on building a brand new building to eventually grow K-12. And that'll be out in a field. And we're excited about that new building coming as well.
That's exciting. So what is the vision for your school?
Yeah, so the main goal is to develop virtuous, responsible, joyful citizens who have the moral and intellectual skills to be well-educated and to be grateful, ready to preserve a free and flourishing republic. So we want people to be able to chase their dreams in a free society, but also be a good, productive citizen as well.
And how are you getting your name out there right now to get your first class, if you will?
You bet. Yeah. So the board has been wonderful. They've done a lot of hard work and legwork, and I'm working with them as we advertise and enroll. So we've been using radio ads, Facebook. I walk around and visit coffee shops and talk to folks and hand out flyers. We walk the neighborhoods. We hold information nights. We just had an open house with keynote speakers, and that was a wonderful night where they could tour the facility and see where their child would go to school. So I think it's really coming together as people realize, oh, you have a facility, you have teachers, you have a plan. This thing's actually going to happen. So we're excited. We feel this momentum building.
And if you have any events coming up, be sure to tell us about those so that people that watch this know to get out there and get about. But I also want to ask you this question. Obviously, starting a non-traditional school offers some challenges. Tell us about those.
Yeah, so our goal is to focus on virtue, reasoning, robust content, offer a well-rounded liberal arts education, and focus on thoughtful citizenship. So those are the 5 distinctives that you'll see in an American classical education. And as we try to offer that, some of the obstacles are just opening a school. It's new for the board and for myself. We're working with Hillsdale College out of Michigan on the academic side, and then Academica out of Las Vegas is the school support side, offering help with getting a school up and running, budgeting, payroll, all those sorts of issues. So I have support with Hillsdale and Academica. They've been great. But it's still a lot of work and a lot of figuring things out as far as getting the budget dialed in, facilities, up to code and ready, getting staffing, the plans, students. So it feels more like a startup business, in that you have to have a good product and go find your own customers.
No doubt. Let's talk about your background. Give us your resume, if you will.
Sure. Yeah. So I grew up in Great Falls, Montana for most of my life, and then basically graduated from Eastern Washington University back in 2001. From there, I hopped on a boat and went to Anchorage, Alaska, and got my first teaching job and saw the Northern Lights, caught some salmon, saw some grizzly bears. And from up there, I met my wife, who was from Casper. And so we moved back down to the lower 48, and we've been here about 16 or 17 years. And so I've been a teacher for about 16 years and a principal for 4. And now I'm excited to be the headmaster of Wyoming Classical Academy as we open. So I just really see this as a unique opportunity where, for tuition free, for, really the only payment parents will have to do is a little supplies and some uniforms. So for a few $100s, you can get this amazing education that equals or betters private education. And I don't know if you know this, but the average cost of private education in Wyoming is $9,000 per student per year. So here you're getting this wonderful, robust education, tuition free, for a few $100s in uniforms and supplies.
And I was going to ask you about the tuition, so I'm glad you brought that up. So let's talk about the benefits of a charter school. It's a public school, public funding, but explain how it's different than a regular public school.
Yeah, great question. So we were approved through the SLIB board at the state of Wyoming. So we're not affiliated with any district. We were approved directly through the state. we have our facility, we have our plan, and they approve the charter. Excuse me. And so essentially, you can kind of do your own thing to a point. You still have to follow, you know, the state statutes and things like that, but you can really be who you want to be as far as your educational philosophy. And that's why we feel confident that we can bring this wonderful education in. And so the charter school, you know, we're still going to do special education. We accept all students. We are excited for families to check us out and enroll. And but there are some distinctive things too that might look a little bit different in the sense. So like, for example, we're not offering transportation or cafeteria. So parents will have to drop their student off at our school, or carpool. We want to connect families. So if they have to get to work, that we can make it work for them. So it's drop your student off with their water and their sack lunch. They're dressed in uniform, come have morning announcements, say the pledge, flow through this day, make friends, have a great day of robust learning through the master schedule of our day, and then head home at the end of the day. So, you know, we still teach reading, writing, arithmetic, but we use tried and true curriculum and methods that many school systems have left by the wayside. And we're bringing back phonics, diagramming and cursive, math facts, the basics, the meat and potatoes of things that are tried and true to get kids reading and comprehending and doing math well.
You know, with what's going on around our country right now, from a societal standpoint, co-mixed with education, there's probably no better time to start a school like this right now. Do you feel that way?
I do. I feel like parents are looking for something different, and that really resonates at these parent information nights. And they want to know that their kids are in a safe place, learning appropriate things that are actually going to equip them, you know, for the world, whatever career they go down. And it's interesting because really our focus is more the pursuit of truth, beauty, and goodness in the forming of a human, which makes career and college readiness a byproduct, not the end all be all. So we have a different all-encompassing focus for the purpose of education. And out of that flows your reading, writing, and math with great content, excellent resources to really help kids learn and be better equipped. So it all flows out of this different picture of why we do education. And from that, we feel like parents are really responding and saying, wow, yeah, that sounds like something I want for my student.
And so tell us how parents can find out more about your school, your website and whatnot. I don't know if on social media.
Yeah, you bet. So you go to wyoclassical.org. That's wyoclassical.org. And you can click on enroll and enroll your student. There's still spots for the next school year, although after our last open house, we've noticed a big bump and we're filling up, but there is still room. So check us out. You can see our vision, mission, our plan for education, the handbook, all the details, and you can reach out with any questions. We want you to feel comfortable before you enroll, but it's easy. Go to wyoclassical.org, click enroll. We also have an upcoming information night on June 8th, excuse me, at the Hilton Garden Inn in Casper, 6 p.m. And so we'll have once a month information meetings as well, leading up to the start of school.
Great idea. Now, is there anything I'm not asking you about the school or about the founding of the school that you would like to share?
No, I just appreciate the board has done a lot of legwork even before they brought me on. And now as a team and with our school support team, we're just excited about the product we offer. And we invite you into this wonderful American classical education experience. So check us out and enroll.
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Mike.